your organic offer, it's probably worth 10 times more than you think it is. And paid ads, they're going to be the key to going from a couple $1,000,000 a year to crossing that 8-figure mark. Now, if you have a proven organic offer, you've probably already tried paid ads at some point. And most likely you didn't do them right for whatever reason, hired the wrong agency, and you gave up on them, whatever the reason is. But if you want to keep scaling ads, they're going to be the fastest way to do that. You're also going to be able to diversify in case anything happens to your account, whether it gets hacked, you get shut down. As an advertiser, I get all types of people wanting to run ads. You'd be surprised how many people I hear their business got shut down for whatever reason. They got flagged, their account got hacked, and now all these tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of followers that some of these organic profiles have are now back to ground zero. In fact, there's a bridge system that connects organic to paid, and it instantly allows you to become extremely profitable. And once you nail this transition, your organic offer instantly explodes. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to 10 times your sales from your current proven organic offer with paid ads. We're going to show you how to bridge that gap from organic to paid so that you do it without all the hiccups that most advertisers run into or most businesses run into when they try to switch to paid advertising from a proven organic offer. So the first thing you have to know is organic alone is a death sentence for scale. So a couple of the reasons: your reach is going to be capped. There's only so many people that you can reach. The algorithm is going to throttle your visibility, and you can't post your way to 8 figures. Additionally, you can't target the people you want. Ads, I can target very specific audiences. When you post, that's it. You're hoping that it's going out to the right people. This means that ads are way more predictable, and predictability is everything, especially when you're on the path to 8 figures. You need to be able to predict everything through spreadsheets and data. And most of the businesses that I see, most organic offers, whether you run an agency, they're capped at like 200K to 500K per month. Ads are going to be an easy way to blast past that. The nice thing about this too is like you've already proven it works. You've already proven the market wants it. So it's not like you're testing something new. You already have the proven offer. You're just throwing gasoline on the fire at this point. And what we've seen is the businesses that master this bridge from organic to paid, they're seeing like 5 to 10 times the growth rate in around like 6 to 12 months, depending on their offer, their systems in place, how scalable their infrastructure is. They're seeing 5 to 10 times growth rate. Now, what I see most common, there's 3 big mistakes when people go from organic to paid. Number 1 is they skip warm audiences. You've already built all this audience, all these people that already know you, they've engaged, they might have followed, they've seen it. And let's get some easy conversions, like immediately start targeting those people. Most people jump straight to cold audiences. You already have the organic. You already have people engaging with your business. Let's get right in front of them. Additionally, the second thing that I see is they abandon what's working. Again, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You've already proven a concept that's working. Let's just go straight into what you have already proven works. You don't need new messaging. It just needs to be very condensed. We need to have a very strategic cycle of content. The journey that we've already proven people go through, we need to know that so that we can start scaling your paid advertising. And then the third thing of the mistakes that I see is they have instant gratification that they expect. This is going to take, I would say, if you work with somebody like me who's very skilled and you've never run paid ads before, it could take a month, it could take 3 months, but give yourself a solid like 2 to 5 months to start getting profitable. Think of how many pieces of content you had to post before you made money on ads, how many times you had to make changes in your business. Now, with somebody like myself, I'm going to accelerate that learning curve very rapidly. I'll be able to also tell you if I think that there's going to be hiccups. Generally, the challenges are going to be from how the sales team is used to handling it. It is a slightly different process when somebody comes from paid ads or, from organic. So those are the 3 things. Now, you've decided, or I want to get out of the organic trap. I know I can't scale. I'm stuck at this 200 to 500K range, wherever that is. These are the 3 mistakes. Now, how do you successfully transition over to paid ads? ads. So there's a 5-step process that you need to do in order to bridge that gap from organic to paid. So step number 1 is you're going to want to build warm audiences. So these are going to be all the interactions over last 365 days. You're going to want to make sure you have the pixel set up, upload any email lists that you have, create lookalike audiences. These are going to be people that look like your customers or look like leads that have converted. And then you're going to also want to build like video viewer audiences. So video viewer audiences. So you immediately need to start targeting these people. These are going to be the most likely to convert. Step 2, you're going to turn your organic content into paid. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Just simply look for your highest performing organic and you're going to repurpose that for these paid advertising campaigns. And then when you are creating new ads and new content specifically for ads, you're going to want to use your proven process. So tone, editing, and messaging that you've already determined resonates with your audience. So now that we have the highest performing organic content, we already have all this audiences built up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to want to use educational content to build trust. Once we've built this trust, we've retargeted a lot of these people that fell off the map that aren't seeing all of our posts. We're going to target them with the educational content, the value dense content to build trust. Then that's when we hit them with the direct response. Step number 3, this is the scaling. So you're going to scale with retargeting. So you have your funnel, and this is all for warm audiences right now. So the first layer, we'll call this layer 1. This is going to be your educational content. We want to re-engage these people that haven't seen you, provide value to them, educate them. We don't need to blast them with purchasing right away. We just want to re-engage these warm audiences. Layer 2 here, this is going to be your social proof. These are going to be testimonials, before and afters, case studies, anything that's going to build you as an authority that you know what you're doing, you've done it before. And then layer 3, this is going to be your money-making layer. This is going to be your traditional direct response ad. So step 4 is going to be where most advertisers go, which is expanding into cold audiences. This is where most advertisers or most businesses probably went straight away to, is people that have never heard from you before. Now, if you want us to run your marketing or even build out our proven marketing systems, this includes funnels, VSL, winning ads, everything that we would do to launch one of our clients, we build it out for you, we launch it for you, and then we train you how to run it yourself. A lot of businesses prefer that, or they have an internal team they just want trained with myself. I give you 90 days of training direct one-on-one with me. Or maybe you just want to work with me, hire me as a consultant, join my coaching offer. Maybe you have an agency yourself and you want to learn this. Knock out the application below. I have many different ways to work with me to help you learn these exact strategies that I'm teaching, or hire me to do them yourself. So most advertisers, they get this wrong because they just go straight into cold audiences. Now, there's a time when you do this. Again, we've already retargeted all the warm. We have the 3 different layers of content. Now, when we expand into cold audiences, we want to do this right. So we're going to create lookalike audiences, LAA lookalike audience. And this is going to be based off of your customers and your warm audiences. Additionally, if you watch all my other videos, we're going to use content first strategies. You probably already have all of this content. We're going to use content first strategies, all of the content, the educational, trust building, authority building content that provides value to warm up your audiences. So we want to warm up these cold audiences. We don't want to just ask them to buy from you, especially when you have a premium high ticket offer. They're not going to want to buy. Imagine running up to some random stranger from the internet and be like, hey, give me $10,000. Not going to go very well. They'll probably tell you to fuck off, right? That's what I would do if somebody ran up to me, asked me for 10 grand. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I see is these businesses, they do that and it's just a real big trust killer. And then once we've expanded, we've created our lookalike audiences. We're using content first strategies to warm up these audiences. We then are going to set up retargeting campaigns. And then the 5th step is you need alignment with sales and marketing. Your sales team is the secret weapon to how optimized your marketing gets. I will not take on a client if I can't get good feedback loops from the sales team. That is a requirement from me. Meaning you can't just have them say, oh, this was a bad lead. Well, what action can I take from that? Why was it a bad lead? Oh, well, this guy has a job. I sell to entrepreneurs, I sell to attorneys, or I sell to doctors. This guy wasn't a doctor, right? Actionable insights. So they additionally, another good thing is they need to reference the content. They should be asking, what piece of content did you see? What made you want to hop on a call today? Was there a specific video that you saw? They should be referencing this in the sales process. So we need to know that. We need that feedback loop. You also need the proper attribution so that we can track all of this. We can see with proper attribution which paid ad they're converting from. With organic, it's harder to. That's where it helps to have the sales team asking those questions, especially because the sales team, when we create the CRM, they can see exactly what piece of content they clicked on. They can see all of that. So, or they can see if it came from organic versus paid. With paid, we can track all of it. With organic, it's going to be less measurable. It's going to say organic. So the sales team has to really ask when it's an organic lead or conversation, like what specific piece of content was it that drove them? And then we're going to use those insights that we get from our paid campaigns to refine that sales process. So what I like to do is take sales transcripts and I'm going to run these through an LLM and I'm going to have it pull all the objections, questions, concerns, previous experiences with competitors. Now, and if you guys can provide this to us before we get started, you know, that 3 to 6 month timeline, that's going to be shrunk down really fast. So with the right data that we get from the sales team, I mean, we can immediately start getting very good results from paid ads because again, we're just repeating what you're doing at scale. Like a piece of content dies, like somebody sees it once, but we can bring that back to life with paid ads and we can retarget and re-engage these warm audiences. It's going to be immediate wins for us. Then we can expand into these cold audiences that haven't heard from you yet, but we're going to warm them up and nurture them in a way that gives them, demonstrates you as an authority, as an expert in your niche, and provides value so that they know, like, and trust you. Then we convert them. It's very similar to sales. We tighten up that feedback loop for sales and marketing so that they're getting all the information back and forth, what's happening. But 10xing your organic offer, that's just the beginning of what's possible with the right system. But there's a complete propaganda marketing framework that I've been using to amplify my clients' results. And it's made a massive impact on my clients' scaling journey. So check out this video where I show you how to hit $10 million per year using propaganda marketing and how you can use this exact system to 10x your organic offer and build your 8-figure empire.